Welcome to Falcon Excel Academy. I'm Keval Vijay and today I am going to teach you lecture number 24 in MS Excel. Today we will talk about the View tab in MS Excel 2021, and in the View tab, today we are going to study about the Workbook View group, about Show, about Zoom, about the Windows group, and about macros. So before starting the lecture, as always, I just want to say that I hope you are able to learn something new from today's video. So please make sure to like this video because your one like can help this video reach more and more people, and do comment to let me know what you learned from this video. So let's get started. Today's lecture. First, we need to go to the View tab, and the first command that appears there is the normal view. Whenever you create a new file, you get the normal view by default. In normal view, you can see all the pages together like this. If you set up the page like we learned last time in the palette, for example, if you apply a size here, I have applied A4 size here, and after that, you can see these lines. Look, I am scrolling with the control key, so you can see all the pages together. So in this way, you can use the normal view. So go to the View tab, click on normal view here, or you can also click here to switch to normal view from the status bar below, and then there is page break preview. For example, when we click here and as we keep writing data here, you can see that the page numbers are also being shown here at the top of your page, like page number 2, page number 3. As I keep pressing right and moving forward, you can see that the page numbers are also being displayed there. So these will be shown to you in page break preview. If you want to switch back to normal, you can do it from the status bar below, or you can also do it from the View tab above. Next, we have page layout. If you click on page layout, then just like in Word, each page will appear separately to you. For example, here we have page 1, this is page number 2, and this is page number 3. So all of these will appear separately. If you turn off the grid lines here, then it creates the same pattern as a Word file. After that, regarding custom view, if you only want to save a selection, for example, I set it to normal, and after setting it to normal, I want to save this part here, I want to view this part, I want to print this part, then you need to go to custom view. After clicking on custom, you have to click on add, and here you need to keep both print settings and these two commands turned on. I have named it my selection and saved it. After that, we click OK. After clicking OK, your selection has been saved. In the future, whenever you want to print this same selection again, you will go to custom view and click on show, and only that selection will appear again. Now, to print it, go to file, then click here on print, and after clicking on print, go to settings and click here on print selection. Only the part you have selected will be printed. If you want to delete it, go to custom view, click on my selection, and from here you can also delete it. And in the next command, we will study about the show group. The first command appearing here is you we have rulers, but the ruler command is currently off. So when will the ruler command turn on? When we click on page layout here. As soon as we click on page layout, you can see that rulers are now visible here, which show you the page margins and provide you with other related information. So by clicking here, you can turn the ruler on or off. And after that, the grid line command will also only work when you have clicked here on page layout. From here, by clicking, we can turn the grid lines off or on. Similarly, in normal view as well, you can turn them off or on from here. Then in the view tab, there is the formula bar where you write formulas, and here you have the name box, and here you have functions. If the formula bar ever gets hidden like this, you can click here again to turn it back on. Next, we will study the command about headings. For example, here we have column headers A, B, C, and these are our row headers 1, 2, 3. If these ever get hidden from here, you can click here to show them again. After that, in the next group, we will talk about zoom, how close or far you want to view the page. For example, if we click on 200% here, the zoom will become 200%. If we set it to 100%, it will look like this. If we click on zoom and set it to 75%, it will look like this. So in this way, you can increase or decrease the zoom. Normally, your zoom is at 100%. Sometimes you enter data here, like I typed Sunday here and then dragged it. Now I want that the columns in which data is written, I only want to zoom in on those specific columns. The extra columns that you see here, the ones that are not needed, should not be visible. So you need to select all those columns whose view you want to see. Then go to zoom and click on fit selection. After clicking, you'll see that only the part you selected is visible. After that, this is our 100% zoom, and this is the same command that was available in the zoom dialog box. You have to select all the commands here. When you click on zoom to selection, it will open again. Next, we'll talk about new window, how to create a new window here. For example, you have this file created with the name sheet number 1. Now, if you want the data you compose here to also be composed in another file or another place, for that, we use the new window option. When you click on new window, you can see that at the same time, you can work on the same file in different places. That means if you are working on one file here, the same work will also be done in the second, third, or fourth file. So for this, you click on new window. As soon as I clicked on new window, you can see that a new window has been created here. Now the same data is available in both book 1 and book 2. For example, if I type here, let's say I enter timetable here, or I create a salary sheet here. Now see, the data that I have written here in book 2 has also been written in book 1. So in this way, it works like carbon paper. Whatever you type or write on one page will also be written on the other sheet. Later, you can use save as to save them separately. After that, next we have arrange. In arrange, you can view 2 or more files together at the same time. Now I have this file here, and I will close one file from here, right click and close it, and then open another file from here. Just like here, I had saved a file named slice practice. Now after that, if we want to view both these files together, you need to click on arrange, then click on tile, either horizontal or vertical, whichever format you prefer. Click on that. For example, if I click on vertical, one file appears on the left side and the other on the right side. And if we click here on arrange and then click on horizontal, one file appears at the top and the other at the bottom. In this way, you can set the format as you like. After that, the next command here is freeze. If you want to freeze a particular section or keep a section at the top, then when we click on freeze, 3 commands appear. Freeze panes, where you can freeze both columns and rows. For example, if I want, see, I have clicked here, and after that, as I press down and move downward, the heading moves up and the country names that were written go up as well. Now, if we want the heading to always stay at the top, what we need to do is click where we want to freeze that section. So go to freeze, click on freeze pane, and you'll see this bold line appear. If you now press down and move downward, the heading will always remain visible at the top. See, you can see the country names everywhere, meaning you always know which field you are entering data into. If you want to remove it, go back to freeze and click unfreeze. If you want to freeze an entire column, for example, as I press right, the columns move left and right. If we want a column to always remain visible, what we'll do is click on the column we want to keep visible. For example, I clicked on column D, then go to freeze pane, and after clicking there, you'll see a vertical line appear here. As soon as you click, if we move to the right, you'll see that the other columns are moving here. But the columns up to which we've applied the freeze are still visible here. Those columns remain visible to you here. If you want to turn this off, just go to freeze and select unfreeze here. And now see, as soon as we click, you'll notice that it has been removed from here. Now after that, next we will talk about another feature in this, which is freeze top row. There are 2 more features here, like freeze top row. No matter where you click or wherever you are, if you want to freeze the top row here, just click on freeze top row and your top row will be frozen. Now as we press down, you can see that it has been frozen. If you want to unfreeze it, click here, and after doing that, click on freeze again and it will be unfrozen. Similarly to the top row, we can also freeze the first column. Which one is the first column? This one here. No matter where you are, whether you have selected the column or not, you need to go to freeze and then click on freeze first column. So the first column, see, the first column is now frozen while the other columns are not frozen. As I move forward by pressing right, you can see that the first column remains visible just as it is, while the rest of the columns are changing here. And if you want to remove it, you can click here and remove it as well. After that, next comes split height. So what do we have to do with split? First, there was freeze. In freeze, wherever we froze it, it would stay frozen at that spot and no changes could be made there. The second is split. For example, when we click on split, this section gets split from here. It works similarly to freeze in that if you press down, you'll see that this part is now frozen. But the advantage of split is that you can click here and change its position. For example, if I click here, now these 3 headings, these 3 rows will appear at the top of every page. They won't be printed, but you'll see them. If you want to turn it off, you can do that as well. So with split, you can click here and apply it to a row, or you can select an entire column. Just select the whole column, and when you click split, it will apply to the column as well. Later, you can change it as you wish, and you can adjust it as many times as you want. If you want to remove it, you can remove it from here. After that, we'll talk about hide. What does hide do? If you want to hide the window that's currently open or any sheets, columns, or rows, just click hide and that window will be hidden. If you want to unhide it, what do you need to do? You need to go back to view, then go to unhide. Any window that is hidden will appear here, whether it's 1, 2, or 5. Click on the window, file, or name you want to unhide, and as soon as you click OK, it will be unhidden. Next, we have view side by side. If you have two files open and want to view both at the same time, click view side by side. One file will appear at the top and the other at the bottom. You can also click arrange here to make it vertical. The next feature we are going to study is synchronous scrolling. If you want to view two windows at the same time, let's say you have this window open and you click on arrange and set it to vertical. Now you have two windows open here showing different content. After that, if you turn on this command here, the name of this command is synchronous scrolling. If you click here, then when you scroll, both windows will scroll together at the same time. If you turn this command off and then, for example, I click on this sheet, now only this window will scroll. But if you click here again, then scrolling will happen simultaneously in both windows. So in this way, you can scroll in both windows at the same time. If you click on reset window, it will reset everything back to normal. Next, we have switch windows. If you have two or more files open and you want to open any one of them, you need to go to switch window here. If you click on book 1 will open. If you click on the other file, for example, the practice file called slice, that will open. So whichever files are active and open on the taskbar, you can open them one by one from here. Another way is to open them directly from the taskbar. And a third way is to press Ctrl plus F6 on your keyboard, which will also let you switch from one file to another. And our last command is macro, the most important, the most essential, and the most useful command in the View tab. So today, we will talk about macros. What is a macro? Whatever text you write on the page, whatever design you create, whatever you add, all of it gets recorded. For example, after creating a document, we often have to write the company name, type the address, enter the contact number, write the email, and add the website every day. So why not record all of this and save it so that the routine work we do daily, all the data we add, gets recorded and saved here. Then, whenever we press a single button on the keyboard, all that data gets inserted onto the page with the help of that button. So, to record a macro, what you need to do is go to the View tab. After coming to the View tab, you have to click on Macro and then click on Record Macro. After clicking on Record Macro, you will see that the Record Macro dialog box has opened for us. Today, we are learning about this. We are only covering the basic use of macros here. I will teach you the advanced features in the next lecture as we move forward. So, we add macros here. For example, I gave it a single name here. We click here, use the backspace, and then I named it first title. You should not use any spaces in the name, just like I did here. If I give the name with a space, the macro will never be saved and your macro will not be recorded. So even if you want to give a two-word name, you must do it without spaces. Also, you should not use any number or right key with control. You should use a letter here, like Control plus Q, Control plus W, Control plus R, or Control plus T. I chose Control plus Q, so when you press Q here, the shortcut key for recording will become Control plus Q. Now, if you want to apply this macro to this workbook, personal workbook or new workbook, for now, we want to apply it to this workbook, so we will select that and click OK. Now, after clicking OK, the recording has started. You can see that the stop icon has appeared here on the status bar, and if you click on macro and check the recording, the stop command has also appeared there. This means the macro has started recording. What we say will not be recorded. Only what we type will be recorded. Even if we type just one line in an hour, only that will be recorded. So here, let's type something. And after that, here we type 2020 and then we type further. In the View tab, in the first recording, I have taught you about Workbook Views, then about Show, then about Zoom, then about Windows, and after that about macros. That is, I have taught you this data today and I have recorded it. Now, to stop the recording, you need to go to Macro and click on Stop Recording. You can stop it from here. Click on Stop Recording, and after that, create a new sheet. After creating the new sheet, you have to insert the same data here. So the shortcut key that we created, I'm zooming in here, the shortcut key we added was Control plus Q. And as soon as we press Control plus Q, you'll see that the same recorded data has been inserted onto the page. If we need this data on any other sheet, we'll press Control plus Q, and as soon as we press Control plus Q, the same data will also be inserted here. If you want to delete a macro, you need to go to Macros, then go to View Macros, and after that, the name you gave, main title, will appear here. All the macros you have recorded will have their names displayed here. So click on the name you want to delete, then click delete, and then click yes. Your macro will be deleted. Whenever you press Ctrl Q, no recording will be inserted on the page. So this was my lecture for today about the View tab, and in the next lecture, we will go on to study formulas. Lecture number 25 will be about formulas, and we will discuss them in detail. I hope you learned a lot of new things in today's lecture. If you liked the video, please give it a like and share it with your friends. See you in the next lecture. Until then, goodbye.